Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I'm one of your hosts on this show, MattyBets, joined by my partner in crime.
BigAL Bettor. How we doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? You ready for Thursday Night Football?
Oh, I'm so excited, bro. We got Aaron Rodgers going in. Well, he's going in. He's staying at home. Home opener for the Jets, taking on Jacoby Brissett, Ramondre Stevenson, and the boys from New England.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great game. I'm actually really excited because I think we're going to be on the opposite sides of this one.
I think as far as the outcome of the game, probably.
Yeah. Which is good.
But
Which is good because whenever we're on the same, then we lose. So
somehow we get screwed. Tua gets
Yep.
a concussion, or the Eagles forget how to frickin' take points when they're easily there for them.
Yep.
I don't know.
Exactly. Well, let's jump into it. We got, like you said, we got Patriots going to New York, play the Jets. We got Patriots at plus 6.5 with an over/under of 38.5.
Yes. You've got +6 if you play DraftKings. I'm guessing Matt's using odds from FanDuel where he's finding 6.5.
Yep. Which, depending on which team you like, where you're betting, obviously, use whichever.
That's why we
one
always say
makes
use
sense.
multiple books. Always
Mhm.
take your bet. Always bet the best line. Shop around.
Yep, exactly. So where are you leaning
All
here?
right, Matt. So like you probably know already, I'm gonna be on the Jets plus the 6 or minus the 6 rather.
Okay.
As far as the over under, I've kind of gone back and forth on this. Initially, I was gonna take the under.
Okay.
Just because I think the Jets defense is good and the Patriots are good, but the Patriots kind of let Seattle run all over the place last week. They didn't run, but they were able to move the ball and score points. And the Patriots surprisingly put up some pretty good points against the Seahawks, who have a surprisingly good defense. So I think they got into the 40s. So since this line's so low, it's probably a trap.
Yep.
But I'm gonna take the over, and I'm gonna take the -6 on the Jets.
Okay, cool. So since you're getting -6 and you're not playing my 6.5, does that mean I get plus 6.5 for the Patriots?
If you want it, yeah.
That's what I'm taking. I'm taking Patriots all
Okay.
day in this to keep it close. I think the defenses will show up, but
Okay.
I think that's why the over/under set so low. They
Why
think
is
the
that?
Jets are a way better football team, obviously, than the Patriots, which I don't know if I agree with, but
Okay.
Patriots have kind of surprised me because I thought the Patriots weren't going to have like any wins, and that's
We
just
mocked them
Carolina.
pretty good in our schedule breakdown, actually.
Yeah, and then week 1 they come out and just destroy the Bengals. Like obviously we saw the Bengals last week against the Chiefs. They look like the Bengals are back, so they almost won
At
that game.
least.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a fluke for the Patriots, but I like the Patriots keeping this close with that defense that always just seems to be good, even though they lose pieces every year, and for some reason they're good. Like they don't even have Judon, and they still dismantled, the Bengals week 1. So
Right.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots plus 6.5, and then that's why the line's set so low though, is because both defenses are good and highly looked at. So I'm also gonna be on the over though. I think 38.5 points is too low.
Okay.
And yeah, for a head-to-head, I'm taking plus 6.5, which I'm guessing. Are you taking over, or are you taking Jets?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because
Not to put you on the spot or anything, but to put you on the spot or something.
I think in most of these, I've leaned more towards the lock being the head-to-head lock being the over/under, and you're currently beating me by 1 in that. But I'm gonna die on the sword, so I'm gonna play the over.
You're gonna play the over, okay. So we could both win this week.
We could both win this week.
Okay. I like it when
So
we're
you're
different.
taking. You said you're taking the plus 6.5.
I'm
the
getting
Pats?
plus 6.5. I think that's too many.
Guys, if you can find plus 6.5 and you like this game to be even within a touch, like just short of a touchdown, plus 6.5 on FanDuel feels like the right side to be on. You could even buy a point if you wanted to make it 7.5.
There's
You
just
get the full
the touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the 2 field goals. I like that a lot. But yeah, that's our
for sure.
that's our game picks for that. Let's jump into our 4-pick parlay now. What you got?
Okay, you want to start us off, or you want me to start us?
Oh, I can start us off because I got a good feeling about this week.
Okay. Hey, Matt, let's just so the fans know, if you guys are new to the channel, I've hit 2 of these of 7, and Matt has hit how many, Matt?
0. But we got in close.
Oh,
We got in close.
goose egg.
Yeah, goose egg.
But
But that's
he
fine.
swears this is the one. This is the
one,
right, Matt?
This is the one. You can die. I'm gonna die on this hill, and I will get one
Okay.
at some point this season. And if I don't, then we'll have a punishment or something for that at the end of the year, where you can like record me doing something stupid or whatever. We'll have to figure that out. But I have no problem doing like a punishment or something if I don't hit a 4-leg parlay this whole year.
Right.
So
Okay.
that'll be juicy.
Jump into it for me.
All right, we got Breece Hall anytime touchdown. Biggest lock of the week. He's -180. It's not a shock. Brees Hall's the guy over there. Anytime touchdown, love it.
Okay.
Next, Jacoby Brissett, over 163.5 passing yards. That's what his line set at. Just take the over. 163.
Over how many?
163.5.
163.
Yep, and a half. Don't forget that half. He's going to end the game with 164.
Okay.
And then we got Brees Hall over 31.5 receiving yards. Does that not seem low?
I don't know. Have you looked up how many he's had in the first couple games?
All I know is he catches the ball a ton.
How many yards is it?
31.5. That's his line. His line set at 31.5 over on FanDuel.
Reception yards.
Yep.
So you're just hoping for a screen pass that breaks, and then boom, you get it in one.
All
play.
you need is
How
one.
you doing?
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And then Jacoby Brissett, I think he'll have to throw the ball. If the game goes away, I think it will, where the Jets kind of take an early lead by like 10 points, and then Jacoby has to throw the ball. Love it. Then last one we're throwing on there, kind of a little bit of a reach pick, but I love the player.
Okay.
Hunter Henry, anytime touchdown. We're going with 2 touchdown scores on this. Hunter Henry's a plus 500 on FanDuel. And he's arguably like their number 2 receiver. No, he doesn't have touchdowns.
He have any touchdowns on the year?
No, but if you watch the game against Seattle last week, he was all over the place, dude.
He had 109 yards, dude.
Exactly.
Off 8 catches,
so you're telling me he doesn't get the end zone? I think he will. I don't think he's having a touchdown all year. That's 2 weeks. Touchdown regression, dude. Give him a touchdown. For sure. You get plus 500? That's insane. He looked so good last week against Seattle.
The only pushback I have on Hunter Henry being the guy to get the touchdown is, like, the Jets have not been good so far this year against the run.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surprising you didn't take Ramondre for anything. But their linebackers are really good.
That's fine.
So he could, and linebackers are usually who you put on the tight end. So
yeah, you put a big linebacker on a big tight end. But guess who's usually a little bit faster? The tight ends.
Okay.
Give me Hunter Henry. Yep.
This is the 2024 NFL where the linebackers are athletes too, man. They're fast. They fly around.
Yeah. Okay. I like Hunter Henry.
What are the odds on that, puppy? You didn't tell me.
1988. We're going big or going home here, okay? If we're actually going to hit a 4-leg parlay, we got to catch up. You're at 1,800, correct, with your 2 parlays you've hit? This one kind of, for the odds, technically, we'd be tied. Not for the actual picks, but for the odds, I'd be right there with you just by hitting one. So that's why I decided to throw in another touchdown score, and I saw the plus 500 on Hunter Henry, and I'm like, that's a slam dunk. I'm probably going to I might put 2 units of my own money on that, just a standalone.
Just on Henry by himself?
Yeah, that's how confident I am in that bet.
Really? Okay, okay.
And 5 times your money, I'll take it. Yeah, love that.
I am here for it. Okay, I'm gonna jump into mine. So I've got a little something. It's a little different.
Always is.
I've got Aaron Rodgers over 20.5 completions.
Lord, that's a stat.
Well, that's his line.
Okay.
So he needs to get 21 completions.
I like that with Brees Hall. I think he'll do it.
Surprisingly, Joe Burrow had over that number in the game against the Patriots, and they didn't even play good.
Okay.
So instead of playing yards or anything crazy, I'm just taking the over 20.5 completions. That's dump offs. That's whatever, right? My second stat that I really like, and this one is a reach, and it's a lot of. It's plus a bunch of money. Okay, it's Garrett Wilson. 100+ receiving yards.
Lord. You think he's gonna? He hasn't
done it. He hasn't done it yet this year, and I think each game Rodgers is getting better. And so I think they're going to come up with something to get him the ball. I mean, it could be just one he breaks huge, and then he just gets a couple 10-yard move the chain completions throughout the game. But Garrett Wilson, Rodgers really likes him. We already know that. And I think he's due a 100-yard game. A lot of receivers have already had 100-yard games. He has not. So I think this is going to be the week he gets it going against I mean, don't get me wrong. Gonzalez for the Patriots, really good corner. But Garrett Wilson's, he's also a really good Garrett Wilson receiver. Yeah.
Yep.
Total touchdowns for the first half.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
The line is 2.
Okay, I was going to say, it better be 2 and not 3. Like, I think 3
right.
would be risky, and I would not like that bet at all. But I like 2, for sure. I love 2 for the first half.
And it's not 2.5, so if they just get 2, you push. You're chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the final stat line I have is my most conservative one. Okay. It's Ramondre Stevenson, 75+ rushing plus receiving.
Okay, I like that.
And in week 1, he had 101 rushing and 82 rushing last week. So he's gone over 75 just rushing.
So give him both. Yeah, I like that.
And
just defense
giving him both. But it's minus 180 if you bet it straight up. So it's clearly juiced,
Yeah, for sure.
Because they expect it to happen.
Mm-hmm. So what are your odds on that puppy?
My odds on this puppy are plus 1,500.
Okay. We'll see.
So
Hopefully you
it's
don't
higher
hit.
than I'm more of a plus 900 guy. Those are the two that have hit, but this one just feels good. The only one that's going to be the question mark, I think, the big question mark, and the book thinks it too, is Garrett Wilson. He's like plus 260 or
Oh
280 for
Lord.
the 100 yards.
It's just because
Yeah,
he hasn't
it's
done
pretty
it
bad.
yet, but he
Like
will
I
at
could have
some
dropped
point.
him. He's plus money. He's plus money at like 60, I think.
Okay.
It was 60 or 70. He was still plus money. So
All right, I like that. Well, let's hit them both, and then we got bragging rights for the big
yeah,
parlays that we hit.
70 plus receiving was plus 110 for Garrett. So I'm going 80,
Okay.
90, 100. Oh, I guess this is plus 360. So it's even more than 280, I thought.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Let's jump into touchdown scores that we always give you guys. I'm
Sure.
just going to take two from my 4-pick parlay here. We're doing Brees Hall. I think that's almost guaranteed in this game. I think Brees Hall will find
Okay.
the end zone pretty easily. That's why it's minus 180. We're taking Hunter Henry. Like I said, feel good about him. Plus 500, which I think is dumb. But at the same time, then we're going to throw Alan Lazard on there again.
He didn't have one last week.
No, but he had one the week before.
He had two a week before.
Yeah, well, we only took him for one. But last one, I always give you guys a reach. And technically, Hunter Henry is my reach because he's at plus 500, and that's kind of like the threshold there is plus 450 or higher is normally how I do like my reach pick for touchdown scores. But we're going to go with a different one here. Okay? Let me know what you think about this. We're taking Jacoby Brissett to get a touchdown.
To run one in?
Yep, we're going to do a QB sneak from the 1-yard line, and he's going to get it.
Brissett.
There's going to be PI or something like that.
How much is
Put
he?
him at the
How much
1 yard
is he
line.
to get a touchdown?
Plus 650.
Okay. Respectable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it a lot.
All right, I'm gonna give you four as well.
Okay.
These might shock you a a bit.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna tail your Hunter Henry pick because I do like it.
Love it.
You
Love
said
it.
Henry. You said Henry's plus 550.
Plus 500.
Okay, on DraftKings he's plus 400 for an anytime touchdown.
Okay, yeah. See, like FanDuel knows what's up. They're giving me more odds.
Tends to have better odds.
They're gonna be a sponsor soon.
I'm gonna take Garrett Wilson because you have to. Because I think he's gonna have a big game, and if he's gonna go for 100 yards, I have a hard time believing he doesn't get.
I don't hate that.
Especially if he rips a big one and he's in the that's a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also like your Brees Hall pick.
Yep, have to. He's gonna score.
And then I can't not take Stevenson, Ramondre. He's plus 125 on DraftKings right now.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that. I didn't know he was only plus 125, or he was plus money. I thought
the fact
he'd be
he's
minus
plus money at all is so. Then also I'm gonna splash too. I'm gonna just me. I'm gonna throw half a unit
on
Stevenson to get 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
We've had somebody get double-digit touchdowns in most of these primetime games so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Stevenson to be the guy. The Patriots know that Brissett's not gonna win them the game, so they're gonna pound the rock. They ran almost 50 times last week.
Yeah.
So they're gonna pound the rock. Ramondre, I believe, ran 31 times. So
yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. You tell me.
He's the bell cow.
And he's a stud. And the Jets have not been good so far this year against them.
Yeah. I want to tell you on that. Your half unit play.
Stevenson 2+.
No, I'm not telling you on that one. I'm telling you on Hunter Henry 2 touchdowns. That
for
thing
plus
is
4,500.
I don't know. Is it that it?
That's what it is on DraftKings.
Oh Lord, yeah, we're taking that. So just letting you guys know, I'm only doing a half unit. You don't have to follow me and die on this hill with me, but I'm just saying I like that a lot. Maybe we'll even take Brissett for 2.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the Hunter Henry definitely for 1. We'll splash him a little bit for 2. But just wanted to say it here so I can brag next week, when we do the recap video and be like, oh hey guys, we hit. So.
Provided it happens, but that would be really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies.
Okay, is there anything else we need to discover here, or you think we kind of pretty much got it?
That's it, dude. That's Thursday night. Now all that's left to do is just watch it, and for you guys to watch this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a recap, Matt's on the Pats plus 6.5. I'm on the Jets -6. Those are different odds from different books. We're both on the over. Matt has a 4-pick parlay. It's Brees Hall anytime touchdown. Jacoby Brissett 163.5 over passing yards. Brees Hall for over 31.5 reception yards. Hunter Henry anytime touchdown. That pays plus 1988 on FanDuel. My 4-pick parlay is Aaron Rodgers over 20.5 completions. Garrett Wilson for 100+ receiving yards. Over 2 total touchdowns in the first half. and Ramondre Stevenson 75 plus rushing and receiving. That's plus 1,500 on DraftKings. Our head-to-head picks: Matt's on the Pats plus the 6.5. I am on the over. And then we each have 4 touchdown scores. Matt has Breece Hall, Hunter Henry, Allen Lazard, Jacoby Brissett. That's a reach, by the way. I have Hunter Henry, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and then Stevenson to get 1 and Stevenson to get 2.
Yep. Love it. That's it. All right. Well, we will catch you all in the next video. As always, protect the bag and beat the book.
Beat the book.